Buyers will pay a premium for pristine, original, and restored. If you are buying older homes with the intent to renovate them and sell them for a profit, then please take a few moments to watch this video. My name is Mariam Hejazi. I've been helping people buy and sell residential real estate for over 12 years, and I've been loving Houston since 1987. Let's get into it. All right. There is something happening, and has been something happening since about 2020 in the Gen Z and the millennial population. And if you are renovating and flipping houses, likely your price point is going to cater to Gen Z in the very near future or currently. And it's going to be catering to millennials, all parts of the spectrum, very young millennials and elder millennials like myself. And I'm going to highlight a couple behavior patterns that have changed in the last few years in Gen Z and millennials. So there is a flight back to traditional. There is a flight back to handcrafted and handmade, homemade. And why is this important? Because their buying patterns are indicative of their house buying patterns. And if you can capture this and encapsulate it in a home, these buyers will pay a premium for your product and look forward to your next project. So, granny hobbies are back. Gen Z and millennials are relearning or learning for the first time how to can and make homemade jams and jellies. They are building a garden in their backyard. They are gardening and they are eating what they're growing in their garden. Now, this isn't replacing what they're buying at the grocery store, certainly, but it's a hobby. And if they can get good enough at it, they want to just eat what they're making or they're getting out of their gardens. A lot of people want chickens. They want fresh eggs from their backyard. And if they can have chickens in the city, some people are opting to have chickens and gardens, and they're making canned goods. They are crocheting, they are knitting, they are deciding to restore old houses because everything on the market lacks a soul and personality unless it already is coming from maybe a granny that's been there for 50 or even, I don't know, 70 years, just depending. There is a flight back to bespoke and traditional. And I think that you would be a fool to not take heed and apply this to the houses that you are renovating. If you are buying a Victorian house to redo, don't make it modern on the inside. Lean in to its original personality, time period, and design. If you're buying a craftsman, don't make it look like the suburbs inside. It will deplete your buyer pool faster than you can blink. Because who wants to walk through the door in a beautiful 90 or 100-year-old craftsman in the Heights and see a Home Depot special kitchen? Nobody wants to see that. And if you do that, your price will go down. I can think of a house right off the top of my head near downtown. It's an adorable, it looks like a storybook house, but when you go inside, it's a terrible sheetrock catastrophe, and it looks like they copied and pasted from a Home Depot catalog. So don't do that. If you are buying a mid-century modern or a ranch style house to renovate and sell for a profit, don't make it traditional and don't make it look like it's a suburb house on the inside. And nothing against the suburbs. There are amazing, beautiful new houses in the suburbs, but people that are in the city looking for houses, mid-century and ranch, or craftsmen, or the few Victorians that exist inside of Houston and not in Galveston, they want Victorian. And if they wanted a suburb house, they would go to Pearland or Friendswood or kingwood or cypress. But the people that are looking for older homes are looking for something timeless and handcrafted. So you should lean in to the time period. If it's mid-century modern, then put some starbursts, put some spherical elements, put Herman Miller bubbles up, make the paint scale accurate to the time period. Now, you don't have to do a super duper retro mid-mod look, but you should lean into the design. It's not one size that fits all. Remember that contractors are not designers, and designers are not contractors. And I'm neither. I'm just an enthusiast with a lot of opinions, but I would encourage you to lean into the time period and you will see people fall in love with your product. Don't rip out everything. Keep as many original elements as you possibly can. Find refurbished, go to the salvage yards and find old original lighting elements and fixtures and faucets and faucet handles and hardware to put on the kitchen cabinets. Find reclaimed. Don't destroy the integrity of the house because if you do, I promise you, your yield is never going to be as high as it could than if you were to restore it and love it and put it back in a better state that you found it, but with a nod to its original purpose and personality. People will fall in love if you restore rather than totally rip apart. I promise you, they will start to follow you. They will look for your next product. They will ask you to do the houses that they've bought. You could create a community rather than just like rip and flip them. So, this is my 2 cents. At least I am a preservation enthusiast. I love to see things preserved and restored, and I actually specialize in helping people love the old house that is already there. I specialize in old houses built before 1980, historic, architecturally significant. So if you found this video helpful, please share it with somebody who needs to know, or perhaps you know a flipper who needs a lesson in what Gen Z and millennials are really looking for in their houses. And my name is Mariam Hejazi. I've been helping people buy and sell residential real estate for over 12 years. I've been loving Houston since 1987, and I'm a lifelong old house and antiques enthusiast. I shall see you on the next one. Bye.